Banana cake or banana bread?
What's the difference?
I believe the cake is just a bit more moist. Bread is just a bit drier.
I prefer cake. I do love cake.
Who doesn't, eh?
Yeah, I like the moisture of it, but yeah. Welcome to another ep. Just eating a bit of banana bread or cake, not quite sure what it is. Good observation by you. We're just talking about the new iPhone. I think it's only the Pro Max 17, but it might just be the Pro as well. It has an extra button kind of towards the bottom, which is good because it opens up photos straight away and just takes photos immediately. But Sam came up with a great observation that one of the only problems with it is that a bunch of pedos will take photos and
People won't realise they're getting the photo taken of them.
it'll basically enable them. So besides excluding pedos, it's actually not too bad.
Yeah, it's good for that factor.
But for running as well, it's kind of annoying if you hold your phone. If you're like me and refuse to get a smartwatch or fitness watch, yeah, it's kind of annoying too.
The only reason why I thought of that straight away, it's probably a bad thing, but it's because being a dwarf, people always take photos of it. Mm. They try to do it sneakily, like with because you can normally take it with the locks button.
Yep.
I think that's the only reason why I thought of that straight away.
When's the last time that happened to you?
Probably this week. I don't know.
No, do you remember the specific time?
I think it was like a week or two ago, just in the shops. People just they just angle their phone. And it's just how noticeable. And then you say, oh, nice photo, and then, oh, no, I didn't do it.
Or do you call them out for it?
Yeah, but casually,
Yeah. No, good that you call them out.
I don't always, it depends.
See, in China, I thought that's what was going to happen to me. So I was actually low-key kind of keen because it's never happened to me before.
Yeah.
Never. This one dude filmed me secretly one time.
In
and
China?
It wasn't even fun. It was just weird. But
yeah, it's a strange feeling. Mm. I remember in Perth, some dude with a full camera took a photo of me. With a full Canon.
Panasonic with 4 lenses.
How big lens. And I was like, did you just take a photo of me? He goes, yeah. I was like, can you delete it? He's like, yeah. I was like, alright. It was so strange.
That's weird as.
It was very strange.
Yeah, let's get started. Firstly, I'd just like to mention Melbourne Strength Culture, a gym in Melbourne, kind of near Moorabbin.
In Moorabbin, yeah.
Great gym, but they're actually closing shop.
Which is pretty sad.
Yeah, because they're like a bold prime mover in the industry in Australia. You know them if you're into the gym culture and stuff like that, you know
especially for strength training.
Strength training and sports specific training and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I've listened to their pod for a while now. Just because a lot of them they're just good fellas. Put that on mute.
You've been podcasting for about 30 weeks now. You could have easily just not mentioned it, but.
And yeah, obviously we met up with Jamie at the gym, and luckily we got to train there.
Yeah.
Before it closed down.
Yeah, I liked it. Super nice guy. Everyone there was really nice.
Yeah.
And yeah, it felt like an environment that you'd really love to be a part of if you live near there. So, rip to Melbourne Strength Culture. I don't know
for real
if they're closing shop of the actual brand and business, but the gym's closing.
I believe they are, because Jamie says he's just getting into education.
Is that Melbourne Strength Culture or is that his own?
No, it's called Training Model.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he says that's his only passion right now is education.
Well, he's fucking good at it.
He's really good at it. We've obviously learned a fair bit off him.
Yeah.
So he's obviously doing something that he's good at and that he enjoys. So.
Yeah, so good luck to him and everybody else from Melbourne Strength Culture. Yeah. But really, they really made an impact on strength culture in Australia.
Yeah.
The fact that there's people in Melbourne that obviously know them, but there's people in New South Wales, us in Western Australia, all around the nation, people know them.
Yeah.
So they definitely left a good footprint.
And they did some shit similar to us. They did. I think they did a thing called Hectic Eats.
Oh yeah.
On their YouTube.
So wait, we're really just Melbourne Strength Culture plagiarising diets.
Are we a TV version? Yeah. No, we're not. But yeah, they did some cool shit like that. They're just good people.
Yeah. So yeah, I bought this shirt when I was in. Actually, bought this in Nepal. I don't reckon a single other person bought this shirt in Nepal. So
Wonder if they send that location.
you reckon? No. Oh, I don't know.
Probably not.
Don't know how eSIMs work. Speaking about, do you reckon Melbourne Strength Culture did similar things to what we did? Do you reckon they would go to Test cricket and have about 40 beers each? Because that's what we did on Saturday.
And spend about $50 on a round.
Yeah. You do.
Great day.
You make some dumb decisions when you're drunk, but
It was a great day though.
yeah,
And
all in good spirit.
we witnessed like one of the craziest test matches ever.
Yeah.
One, it was over in 2 days, and there was just like so many scenarios that could have happened, and we just thought that we were going to get flogged in that second innings. So it looked like England had won the game.
Because that first day was pretty dog shit, and then the first half of the second day was pretty dog shit, and we were all just like, well, this is whatever, like not interesting. I was even thinking like, you go to the Ashes, you expect Ashes cricket, and we actually got it.
Yeah, out came Travis Head.
He's amazing. He's an amazing batsman. We needed aggression. I was saying that, and then he obviously came out firing.
It's crazy. Did you hear there's a video of him and he's like, because apparently he'd been wanting to open for ages, and then so he was pretty excited.
Why would they not open him if he wants to open, if he's that quality of a batsman?
Because they obviously thought that, they probably would have thought that Khawaja, if he's not opening, he'd be shit at coming in at 3. I don't know. So who knows what goes through their heads. But I think he might open now. But yeah, so he was hell keen to open. And then as he was walking out, he was just like, oh, couldn't be that hard, eh?
Did he say that?
Yeah, to get these runs.
Yeah. Well, obviously it wasn't.
And then him and Marnus, I think when there was like 30 runs left, they're like, it was almost like the end of the play of the day. And like, let's just get this now. And they just went ham.
It really reminded me of the SJ's cricket game where you guys were just clearly front runners for the win. Like, you drop a game like that, mentally you're not quite there. Physically you're not quite there. Something has to go seriously wrong to drop a game from that position.
Or you can just respect the batters. Like, Travis Head was very good. Trent Goodrick and Nathan Guy were very good.
There's a bit of Travis Head and Trent Goodrick when you think about it. He's got that kind of
Aggression or
dogmatic stigma, pretty much. So Perth lost how much money? Was it who lost the money?
So I thought it was Optus Stadium, but I think it was Cricket Australia. They lost like 5 mil, 3 to 5 mil. I thought it was more, but the facts came out that it was around 3 to 5 mil.
Yeah, but because they're just talking about how much they lost from the original purchase. So like, they're probably buying waters for $1.20, but they would have been reselling them for $12.
A lot more, yeah.
So it's not the amount that they could have made that they lost. It's just the amount that they paid originally.
Yeah.
I always think that when you see on the news drug busts, and they're like, oh, they had $9 million of cocaine. Well, is that like how are you figuring out that figure? You know?
Yeah. Street prices.
Based off what street prices?
Who knows?
Is there definitive street prices? I don't know.
Who do they ask? But yeah, they obviously lost all that money and it was supposed to be the WA's biggest sporting event ever.
Ever?
Because obviously we had the grand final that time, but that was just one game. This was supposed to be for 5 days, and they were expecting around like 50,000 for at least the first 3 days. But it was still obviously one of the biggest matches ever in Australia. I mean WA. Like the
Ours was
history
pretty much
behind
a
it.
sellout. There was a couple seats.
Well, it broke the record for the biggest cricket game.
Yeah.
That was only in 2 days.
Yeah, it was sick.
So
I really like the Wacker, but for a big game like that, you have to have Optus. But I think they should have
every other test match, bar the Ashes, should be at the Wacker.
and also even like Scorchers games,
Yeah.
because you will get like 10,000
Scorchers?
more people at Optus, right? But it's not about, obviously that's a lot of money, but it's about the atmosphere, and the Wacker is a serious atmosphere.
I think the Scorchers games, like on a prime time, does get a fair bit. Like their Boxing Day games, I think they get like 50,000.
Yeah. What about a game against?
But like a
South-
random game, they don't.
They should give a couple games to the Wacker.
But I remember, I think we played India last year, at Optus. Nowhere near got that much. People.
Yeah, it was. Why though? I would have went to that. I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, who knows? Just obviously it's just not the Ashes, so everyone obviously gets around the Ashes, and obviously the crowds that the Barmy Army bring.
Yeah, the Barmy Army, which I like. I don't.
I love them. How like the atmosphere walking into the stadium, as we were walking in, and you just hear them singing, and
It's an international / European atmosphere that Australia just hasn't encapsulated with their sports.
we don't have that. And then we're all standing there as they're singing, and it's so loud.
Yeah, really tried to bring that to Perth with Alex Morandino to Perth Glory when we were kids, but you will never match it. People just aren't passionate enough.
Nah.
But all the stuff that they bought was donated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seen that.
Not sure to who, like food banks, I'm assuming, but
It's called Harvest Oz. You see those yellow trucks around? Harvest Oz or Oz Harvest, something like that. They're the biggest one in WA or Australia. And then they couldn't even like use all the food, so then they donated a food bank and some of the other one.
oh, that's good.
So
It's
it
good
still went to a, like didn't go to waste. Obviously some would have went to waste.
yeah, but it's good that it all got donated.
Yeah.
Like Sushi Hub, take a note, man. I have a bit of respect for the people in your social,
Legit.
your community.
That they know that they waste every day.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten Sushi Hub since. Been tempted.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
I grabbed a napkin from there, but that's about it.
Oh, take. Yeah, you can take, but don't give.
Hey, I'm Austin, the strongest member at SJ's. You can be the second strongest member for $1 a day.
Every iPhone that comes out, the battery's great for the first year and a bit, and then it goes to dog shit.
Well, thank God this is a month and a half old, eh?
Yeah. So I'm saying enjoy it. I don't want to like be negative. Because my phone has been great except for the last few months. Now it's dog shit.
That's what happens when you have an iPhone 13, though.
15 Pro cuz.
It was like 7 years ago. You're a content creator, mate. Lift your game.
Because you had like an iPhone 9 for like 4 years.
I had an iPhone 13. It was the best iPhone ever.
No chance.
It was.
But you just said this is the best phone ever. Or best battery.
It's technically the best. This is technically the best phone ever. What we're recording on right now.
That almost ruined
Almost
your trip.
fucking ruined my life. Not ruined my. It almost fucked me badly.
Yeah, it would have ruined your trip.
Yeah, it would have ruined. If I was just some like rich peppy kid from Claremont, it would have ruined my trip. I would have gone home.
Yeah.
But
It would have ruined the mental side of things.
yeah, but you know what? It is what it is, mate. As soon as you learn that, your life's going to become a billion times better.
For real.
But talking about trips, great segue. Portable chargers, you said, were banned on all planes.
Yeah, that's what I got told.
You've been bullish on that statement for about 2 months now, even though I keep telling you it's not true. But you're still bullish on it.
But you can't use it.
Yeah. So now that's what you meant. So now you actually can't use portable chargers on almost any plane.
No, but I swear Emirates banned it. Emirates actually, you can't bring
Yeah,
them on.
Emirates probably did ban it, but it's a small fraction of
It's a pretty big
the
airline.
plane business, you know.
In Australia, obviously, we don't really use Emirates that much. But
You know, it's like saying, Portugal. No, it's not. It's like saying America banned toothpaste and then going, it's banned around the entire globe. Well, no, it's just banned in like a major part.
But you buy a portable charger so you can use it.
Oh, 100%.
Especially on like a long haul flight.
Yeah, trust me, I know. Well, you know what? I don't care if you can't use it on planes as long as they have USB ports that you can charge your devices on.
Yeah, but it's the worst thing about planes now, because it hasn't really transitioned to the USB-C. Obviously, the newer planes probably do have the USB-C, but a lot of the ones just have the USB charge cable.
Yeah.
So then I can't. All my chargers are USB-C.
Well, what's that tell you? You got to get a USB one for planes.
But why? If I can update your planes cards, like
Exactly.
It's 2025.
Dude, I didn't realize how old the planes are. They don't really update them that much. Like, not Optus. What's
Virgin?
What's Australia's?
Qantas.
Qantas just made a plane that'll go from the East Coast straight to London 22 hours non-stop. And I haven't seen new planes for a while since that. Because they keep planes for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah, but that's good though.
It is good, but it's not good for you because you don't want to buy an $8 USB
Yeah, but
USB-C charger.
surely they can still keep the old plane and update the bloody, whatever you call it,
I don't know, man.
charging stations.
I don't know. I'm not
Like
that up to date.
just get a few Sparkies or auto Sparkies on board.
Yeah, it'd be a question for Caleb Hotz, but
Like they make enough money.
they make stupid amounts of...
You pay a stupid amount for a ticket.
Mate, like our friend works for Virgin and she messages me on board and I say, what are you doing? She says, I'm at work. How are you bored if you're a flight attendant? Oh, I'm just on call. Like they're paying me to sit there for 7 hours just in case they need me. And then they're going to give me a hotel room for the night.
I'd love that.
Do you know how much better they could manage their finances to
That's
make
crazy.
our lives like cheaper and more accessible for planes? You got, I think it's called Lufthansa, might not be them, but their CEO, you hear quite a lot talking about creating an area on the plane where you just stand and ticket to a euro for standing. There's a billion other places you can cut your costs where you don't have to fucking make people stand
I know.
for €1. I mean, it's a good initiative if they want to stand, whatever.
I can see why they have people on call though, but to pay them like as they do and to put them in a hotel room is a bit stupid. Because obviously, if someone's sick, they need to get someone in ASAP.
Yeah.
Because they couldn't be a flight attendant down.
Yeah, I agree, but how many of them would be?
Like, because all the flight attendants would be like, nah, fuck that, I'm not on call.
Yeah.
I'm not getting money.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is hard.
Yeah, I do empathize with the fucking aircraft companies that earn billions of dollars a year. I really empathize with them. They've got some hard stuff that they have to address.
That's why I do like airlines like Scoot and shit, where you just pay for a ticket. You don't have to worry about, like, you're getting nothing other than the seat, but
Literally.
that's all I need.
All I do now when I'm on planes is work, so I don't give a shit, I just need a seat. All I need on a plane is a seat and the person in front of me not to fucking decline their seat like 40 metres back so I can put my laptop down and work.
No, but I'm happy with people declining their seat.
Yeah, I don't care, but it hits your laptop screen and then you can't see it.
I only get annoyed if they know that my laptop's there and they quickly barge it back, because then your laptop can always snap.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care if I don't have a laptop, but when I have my laptop, it's like...
They need to do it slowly.
You need to close it a third of the way and then you can't see.
Yeah.
But that's the only problem.
As long as they decline it slowly, I'm alright.
But the portable chargers being banned on planes is pissing me off. It's really, really annoying. A lot of travellers have portable chargers so that they can charge their phones when in need travelling.
It's the whole purpose of it.
Exactly. And so you're saying like this essentially a commodity that you are all using because you're all travellers, super important, you can't even bring on the plane.
Yeah, they will sort it, I reckon, pretty quick. The only annoying thing is it will get to a point where like you can only bring a certain battery pack on board, or like when it's been made by.
And
Because,
if that company can earn that position essentially, they'll be so rich.
They sell battery packs at airports.
Yeah.
So that's why they'll need to get it sorted.
But for example, China, now they've completely banned them. But before you could have battery packs, no problem, but they just had to have this like CCC symbol showing that it's like China approved.
Yeah, right.
Even though every fucking portable charger is made in China. But now you can't bring it on anymore. It was annoying. I bought a massive portable charger so I could charge on my fucking 15-day trek, and I had to leave it in Indonesia because I couldn't bring it. And then I had to buy another shitty charger that almost broke my phone.
Imagine.
It's just,
is frustrating. It's frustrating. But that's why you need the USB. You at least need if you banning I can't bring a portable charger, you need to have that USB-C.
I agree with you, but why? Like, if they ban your portable charger, why the fuck can't they just not have a USB-C input? Like, they don't give a shit. Clearly.
I know.
Clearly.
Dogs.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. They need to lift their game for sure in that aspect, I think.
Well, they just need to make ones that aren't exploding. Because that's why they've banned them.
Why are they exploding? Because of the altitude. No, it can't be because the cabin's
just-
pressurised.
I think they're exploding. Like my old one exploded. Blair's one exploded. So I can see why they're banning it. Because
It doesn't even. It won't even, like. How will it catch on fire or anything if it explodes in the middle of a cabin?
this is a risk. Because what if one exploded, and it caused something?
Cause what? A fire or something?
Yeah, fire. And then imagine if a plane crashed, and then people are like, "Why the fuck did you allow these on board?"
The government shoots down planes with passengers on it, and no one fucking gives a shit.
I know.
So
Yeah,
what?
I know,
They've got a problem with portable chargers, but they can shoot down MH737 over Malaysia.
But that's what the government does, cuz.
Yeah, it's a damn raw. It's pissing me off. Absolute corruption.
It's hard to win in this world.
It's hard to win in this world integrally.
Yeah.
It's really easy to win if you just want to be a spineless dog and just earn off of people's misfortune. That's for sure. You wanted to talk about learning or discovering what hard is?
Yeah, so I've been having this discussion a bit lately. People just don't train hard enough.
Or are you talking about specifically training?
Training, yeah. Or you could also say hard in general. Like people don't like doing hard things. Whether it's like going for a hike, climbing a small mountain like Bluff Knoll, or just general training. And I always go back to this. If you do a sport when you're younger, your mindset of what hard is so different to someone who doesn't do any sport.
Yeah, massively.
Like hugely.
Massively.
Or if you didn't play a sport, be surrounded by, I don't know, family members that do challenging things.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you're pretty much molded close to the adult that you will become at quite a young age as a child. So those developmental years are absolutely crucial for igniting that hardness gauge in you, like turning you into somebody who can adapt and respond to like quite difficult situations.
Yeah. But that's why I think it's so important to do, like you said, like
Sport is like
sport
something
when you're
simple
young.
that you can do as a kid where, yeah, like you're saying, you learn to face adversity essentially in some fashion, some form or another.
Yeah, this is a good challenging way. For example, two SJ's members, Austin, he's always saying like, "Oh, I'm beat up, like I'm sore," and then I'm like, "Oh, this session, feel free to take it a bit easier." He's like, "Nah, fuck that."
Yeah, it's got that dog in him.
He's got that, and then another one, Summer. She did gymnastics for years as a kid. She trains so hard. She goes to the gym like 5 days a week. So another one, Skipper. He did swimming. He probably trains too much, if anything.
Yeah, so there's a direct correlation with pretty intense sports as a child and then not being weak as in the gym.
Yeah. Or life in general.
No, it is true. And then the one thing that kind of skewed people's relationship with difficult training was all that research that came out about how close to failure you have to train.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that, like, you don't necessarily have to train. You have to train close to failure, but you don't have to go anywhere near failure, essentially,
No.
to reap the benefits of adaptation. But
Yeah.
and provide your body with a stimulus. But I feel like people don't train hard enough, like you're saying. But also, you don't have to train hard every time you go to the gym, but like
No,
you just have to
definitely
push it every so often, you know?
And it's okay to, like, when you get a new client and you're like, "Oh, was that hard?" They're like, "Oh, so hard." But you know that they can go a lot harder.
Yeah.
And it's trying to teach them what actually hard is.
Yeah, when I get clients now, well, back in the day, I used to go quite lenient on them first session, which I still do a bit, but basically straight out the gates, I train hard. And I'm like, you're going to be sore.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just going to happen. It's just a byproduct of the training, but this is the intensity we want to work at. Because you don't want them to get comfortable and familiar with poor intensity training.
No.
And that skews their relationship with like the difficulty of training, essentially.
100%. And especially with like exercises that, like you said, when they're beginner, that they can comfortably train hard on, like whether it's a machine.
Yeah, a leg press, clear example.
Leg
Something
press.
where it's like you don't even need really any skill.
No.
You just got to make sure the intensity is at an adequate rate.
Or even saying simple like a bicep curl. Just getting them to train it purely to failure. So they understand like, okay, this is very hard. So yeah.
Yeah, even not training, but also when I was on the mountain in Nepal and it was like really bad snowstorms and not many people stayed. Me and like maybe 20% of the rest of the people stayed. But other people were like crying hell bad. People were like, oh no, it's making me super fucking anxious, which is fair enough. But come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Just fucking, like, yeah, a bit of adversity. See what happens. Just try to like grit your way through it.
Yeah, it's like anything. Like Ross Edgley always says that. People experience a lot more like challenging things in their life. They'd be a lot better. Like
That's like my number
the
one.
world would be a lot better place.
That's my number one piece of advice for everyone is just put yourself in uncomfortable situations enough that you that you got that dog in you, like Austin, like all these people, like Ross Edgley. It's just
He's a freak. He's like next level.
He's actually become friendly with adversity. It's ridiculous. Like he loves it. He just embraces it.
He needs. He's someone that actually needs it.
Yeah, and then you got people out there that just can't hack any adversity whatsoever. And you don't need to be friends with adversity, but you need to be able to try to manage it when it comes and not just bail when the going gets tough, because you can correlate it back to training. You need to be able to push the boundaries, push the envelope a bit.
Yeah, 100%. A prime example is like people who go for a run and after like 2 minutes, like, nah, fuck this.
It's because little bits of research as well, not in that situation, but people taking it easy running. It's just like the gym stuff. You got all that research coming out suggesting zone 2 is where you get the benefits for endurance, which is true. You should do zone 2 mostly. But you still got to run hard as well. Otherwise, you just won't
push the needle.
Push the needle. You won't get that mental resilience. You won't actually get the adaptations to move faster.
Yeah.
But when this research comes out, people have that like little voice in their head that doesn't want to go hard, and then it's like, okay, now I've got a reason not to.
Yeah.
So you always got to be careful with research suggesting how easy something should be or the lack of intensity, because if everything was super, super easy, then everyone would just be ripped as shit, unbelievable, like freakish performers and athletes and stuff like that. But it's just not the case because stuff's hard.
Yeah. And everything in this modern day age is like made to be easy. Like you can order food, you can order your groceries, everything just off your phone. To your door.
Which is why it's a big problem.
Yeah.
Big problem. But I do 100% agree with you. Sports when you're a kid really molds you into an individual that can embrace adversity.
100%, yeah. And it doesn't work for everyone. Obviously, it can go the other way where people get like impacted by it. But I'd say like 80% of the time, it would have a positive effect.
And what do you reckon about those people that just can't hack it?
So I don't know, they just had a negative like relationship with it, or there's a situation that wasn't good for them, and then I've just always resulted that. I don't know. Could be a lot of things. Anxiety.
Yeah, well, that obviously definitely can happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd say most of the time it's good.
I'd say so as well.
I think people just get too scared of doing things that are hard. That's a takeaway from this. And it's okay to do it. Like, it's good to do it.
Yeah, and I think people are scared of failure as well. It's 100%. A big, big problem, especially as a kid. If you fail, that will obviously leave a pretty negative impact on you associated with that thing that you failed at. So I think more people need to just learn that failure is okay, and failure and rejection is fine. Failure and identity aren't things that correlate. You know, no one's a bad person because they failed at something.
Yeah.
Never the case. But sometimes that can be misconstrued by people, and they can believe that they're a bad person or not good at something because they failed. But it's just, failure doesn't matter. Everyone fails, and you just got to learn from it. It's the way you frame it. If you frame it poorly, then you're pretty much fucked forever because you're just never going to be able to fail. But if
imagine if Michael Jordan, like, when he lost one of his games, or when they were in the playoffs and when they lost, and he was like, "No, fuck this." He wouldn't be Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he's got that famous commercial back in the day where he's like, "Oh yeah, I've won 6 chips, blah, 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 but I've also missed like 30,000 shots."
Yeah.
Yeah. He is a prime example. Him and Kobe Bryant are prime examples of learning from failure.
100%.
Because they're like, I've practiced this. They've both said, like, I practiced this. People are like, oh, why'd you take that crazy shot to win the game? And they're like, I've practiced it so many times. If I miss it, it's literally not my fault. Like, I've done it as many times as you possibly can.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
What am I going to be?
like,
I'm going to be upset at myself for fucking not executing something that I've literally tried to execute the most amount of times possible ever.
Yeah. It would have been more annoyed if he didn't do it.
Yeah. Someone said, Giannis, I think it was Giannis the other day said, they were like, oh, are you upset that you missed the game-winning shot? And he was like, nah, I would have been upset if I didn't take it though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if someone else took it and they missed.
And these are like the top caliber of performing human beings. They're the best. And they all have in common that they've just graciously accepted, you know, failure in a mature way. Maybe not at the start, but they all tend to head in that direction when they get more mature.
Yeah. Facts.
This episode is powered by SJ's, training, community, and everything in between for only $1 a day. Check out our free 7-day free trial now.
Rebuilding trust in a lift. Example, building confidence back up to squat if you hurt your back squatting.
Yeah. So, you know when people do a lift, squat, leg press, or whatever, and then they hurt themselves from it? And they just get that fear mentality like, oh, back squats are bad because they hurt my back. Or deadlifts are bad because I ruined my back from it. But that was just one time when you hurt yourself.
Low key, a tiny bit similar to what we were just talking about with somebody like being anxious or like feeling anxiousness because of something that happened to them in the past and associating that with that thing. Yeah, it's one of the most common things I see as a trainer is a lot of people will come to me and say, I really want to get good at deadlifting. And when's the last time you did it? 2 years ago. It hurt my back, so I just haven't done it.
Yeah. So the main thing I want to talk about is like the ways to build your confidence back up in that.
Yeah, so step one, me personally, do it.
Yeah.
But that's very like broad kind of advice. Do it, but you've obviously just hurt yourself. Let's take a back squat, for example. You hurt yourself doing a back squat. You ask us for advice, how to sort it. We say do it, and somebody says how do I do it? Just make sure it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Any way or form possible that you can do it without it hurting, do it.
Lighter load, less reps, less sets, whatever. Just build the trust back in that lift. Another one is if you can kind of figure out what you might have done differently when you hurt yourself. If you did, it might not have been nothing, and that's fine. But if you could think of something that you did differently, if something went wrong, and then just analysing it from there. But that's a big thing. You don't have to do that.
Yeah.
But there might have been something clear that you did do differently.
I think one thing that people don't consider that much that they should is that you can have literally perfect form with a lift and still hurt yourself.
Yeah.
The chances are very slim. If you have like really good form with a lift, the chances are very, very slim that you will hurt yourself. But it happens. The body isn't a machine. It's like a very multifactorial machine. Like anything can really happen. It's not exactly made and programmed to do these specific things, but we can do them and do them efficiently.
100%, yeah.
Sometimes things go wrong. Even with machines, sometimes things go wrong. And so even if you did have perfect form and did hurt yourself, don't let that stop you from doing it again.
Yeah.
You just got to, like we said, regress the situation, start from the bottom and work yourself back up again.
Yeah. And just don't go guns blazing back to where you were. I think the easiest thing you can do is just go lighter.
Yeah.
So instead of going, if you're doing 100 kilos, just do sets of 70, 80. See how you pull up and then just build from there.
Yeah. Also manipulate the lift if you need to. So if you're worried about your form, say like you're worried about hinging too far forward with your back squat, do a front squat, like put a weighted vest on, hold TRX handles to make sure that you're balanced.
Yeah.
and make sure that form gets really good, and then start to build from there and eventually get back to the back squats.
I'm actually so my sister, I do a bit of programming for her, and her back's been a bit sore lately, and she reckons it's mainly because of back squats. But then she bought a simple thing she did was she just bought like squat shoes, so they naturally have like a heel wedge in them, and she's found that's helped her heaps. So and the shoes probably aren't the real game changer if you want to look at it, but it's something small that you can do.
Yeah, it's a
that's
marginal,
helping her.
Yeah, marginal change.
And especially the mindset behind it, like just having that belief that this is helping, and that's fine.
Any other tips?
Nah, I think just like you said, just do it. Build it up slowly.
Yeah, one more tip, which I kind of just explained then, is if you do fall into this kind of scenario, the way you frame it is important too. Like, treat it as if it's like a blessing in disguise and just build it up from the ground up. Be like, all right, I hurt myself doing a barbell back squat. I can literally restart my journey with this lift, and what would I change from what I did in the past? Or maybe you were lifting pretty good load and pretty good weight, but the way you were doing it, there was a few things you wanted to tweak. You're restarting now.
Yeah.
So from the very beginning, just make sure you fix up those tweaks that you wouldn't have if you didn't hurt yourself.
100%. Yeah. Realizing what you did, try to learn from that, and go from there.
Running highs.
Yeah. So did you look into it?
Yeah, I did.
Did it come up with that word?
Endorphins.
No, so it's
Cannabinoids.
It's not. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it did.
So it's not just endorphins. Pretty much is endorphins, but it's that. How do you say it? Cannabinoids. Cannabinoids. Which is pretty much like it's just a natural high.
Well, cannabinoids. Yeah, it's not a natural. Yeah, it can be a natural high depending on
But it's like a chemical reaction.
Yeah, it's most commonly known for THC, which is like the main high you get from marijuana.
Yeah. So it's like a natural marijuana, you could say. Not really, but
yeah, it creates a reaction in the same biology that THC creates a reaction in. Yeah. But it's natural, so yeah, I guess technically you're right.
It's like a natural high, yeah. But not everyone gets it, and it depends on a few factors. Like, I think the intensity of the run, obviously how hard it is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, people, I'm pretty sure everyone would get it if they did the right thing intensity-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think, obviously, stress levels too. Which, obviously, stress has an impact on everything. But I think it just goes back to anything that you do is hard, you kind of get a good kick out of it. Which is what we'll talk about earlier.
Yeah, well, runner's high is specific because you don't really get a lifter's high. We do get a lifter's high, but not in the same capacity. A lot of people really speak about getting a running high and like how good it feels. So it's obviously a pretty intense thing.
Yeah, but do you get them all the time? Because I don't get it all the time.
Nah, I don't. I get running highs hard when I haven't run for ages, and I go for my first run.
Yeah, when you have a break for a bit.
You just feel you're like, fuck, why don't I do this every day? It's so fucking good. It's like orgasmic.
Yeah. I get it if it's like a hell hard run and I'm like sitting there afterwards and I'm like drenched in sweat. It feels so good.
Yeah. But I guess what contributes to a runner's high would be pushing yourself, obviously, trying to push yourself past that tolerable barrier. Also, just exercising outside.
100%.
With good scenery, good nature, or even like a good, interesting environment. For example, I've gotten a runner's high from running at the beach here because it's just beautiful. I've also had runner's high running in Vienna because I'm just like, fuck, I'm in this old city. There's people everywhere. And you just like notice and pick up on... One of my things is like with running is that I pick up on stuff way better, little small intricate things than if I was just walking or driving or something.
Probably just because you're so present in it.
Yeah, just present.
Like when
as.
you're walking, you can easily just go on your phone, or I don't know, you might be talking to someone, whatever. Whereas when you're running, you're kind of just running.
It also just has that little bit of dangerousness to it. Like the body isn't super comfortable, so it's like a little bit of dangerous atmosphere too.
Yeah.
And so it just makes you hyper aware, like hyper present, like you said.
But like you said, with the environment, that's a huge thing, I think.
I reckon it's a really big thing, yeah.
Because I'd never run on the treadmill, but if I did, I don't think I'd just be so over it while I'm doing it, compared to if I was running near the beach.
Yeah, same as me. I don't know how people do treadmill running, unless it's for a reason, but...
Look,
yeah,
Taylor.
I think so. The three things is pushing the body quite intensely, the environment around you, and kind of the presentness you get from running. I think those three things combined
Will play their role.
give you a decent high, a fantastic high.
Now I want to go for another run.
Yeah, I might go for one tonight. But the thing is, you don't really get runners high that much from sprinting, I reckon. It's more so from endurance
definitely not
stuff.
sprinting.
Yeah.
But you see, I still feel hell good. Like when we did our sprints today, I felt hell good because it was a really good search.
Yeah. The best feeling I ever get is when I'm slowing down from a sprint. I'm like, fuck, I was just moving quick then.
Feel hell quick, eh?
Like this mass was literally moving, a bit of acceleration. Yeah, I love it. It's a great feeling. But yeah, another thing I was reading that the brain struggles to kind of take up endorphins in the blood, and then endurance running helps to like feed it up into the brain, which is also another reason why you get
the high.
why you get a massive high.
Yeah. That is interesting. It is interesting.
You got to
Sweet.
respect those lads in the Gold Coast that have just been doing pingers for about 4 years, and then they're just trying to be like sober, and so they become like ultra endurance runners, because it's the only thing that can just give them a slight glimmer of the highs they used to get on ecstasy.
Yeah, that's it. It's an attachment to the high. A quick word from our sponsors, us, SJs. We train, talk shit, and help you move better. You can do the same by checking out our 7-day free trial in the show notes.
But okay, round 2 of the new segment. Would you rather?
Go for it.
Would you rather own a cafe or a butcher?
Cafe.
And you have to be the leader of the shop.
Yeah, cafe.
Cafe?
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah.
Just because, like, I love meat, but I don't think I could hack this smelling meat and like just smelling like meat all day.
Yeah.
Whereas like a cafe, I would enjoy making coffee, speaking to customers. It would obviously have its cons when it's hell busy and you just like, you do the one thing wrong and you're getting abused by a customer. But yeah, so yeah, cafe, any day of the week.
Yeah, and also you're heavily addicted to caffeine, so you're basically walking into an environment that's going to elicit your addiction. So
Yeah, this is made for me.
that obviously helps.
100%.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah?
Great answer. I would be cafe. I really, really respect butchers. I don't know what it is about
Yeah.
them.
No, I love butchers.
I really respect them and the profession. But yeah, not for me. Neither is a cafe probably, but I could do it.
As long as the butcher says that, like, they wouldn't sell you the meat unless you had a specific, way to cook it. Because there is a butcher somewhere in our area, I'm not going to name names, that wouldn't sell meat to a certain someone.
To who?
Someone I know, but they wouldn't sell it to them because they didn't have a smoker.
What butcher?
Not name it.
Just we'll bleep it out. Really? That's fucking stupid.
Who was it?
Well, to be honest, they could be saving their life if it's not good unless it's smoked, but...
I think they're worried about them, like, cooking it and then saying, like, I just bought this meat and it's shit. Like, that's obviously... a butcher... Who was telling me that? Someone I know. Yeah, they got refused. He was like, oh, how are you going to cook it? And he was like, oh, this way. He was like, sorry, I can't sell it to you. It has to be smoked. Like, it has to be in a smoker.
Well, what if it does have to be smoked? What if you can't cook it another way?
Yeah, I think he could. He just said, nah, like, I only sell it to people who are going to smoke it.
I need more context. I can't think of that.
I honestly forgot who it was, but that's definitely what the story was.
Yeah, because they're legitimately, it could be dog shit unless they smoke it. And if in that case, then he's saving this person money. Because he's not getting business, so he's losing money. But he's also saving this person money and misfortune potentially.
Yeah. Oh, over and unders?
Over and unders?
So quick, we get this out? Alright. Over and unders. Exercise.
That was fucking quick.
I had the notes ready.
Last time it was 20 seconds it took you to get over unders up.
Because I wasn't in the right note. Exercise. Barbell overhead press.
It's overrated for building hypertrophy because you just got to stabilize yourself, which is ridiculous. You could just easily just do it on a bench or a machine. But it's underrated for developing power to lift weight over your head. Like if you're an Olympic lifter,
Yeah,
it's a
great
sick
for all
exercise.
these.
Push press, even better.
Yeah, I love push press.
But like a strict overhead press, I'm going to have to say it's just a touch overrated, just for those reasons.
Okay, good. Sport. Rugby sevens.
Boring, but underrated athletically. Like you've got 7 people aside, so there's so much room to move
So quick.
and basically exploit other people's weaknesses and show off your strength athletically. So considering that, it's really good, but I'm going to have to say overrated because when it's on at the Olympics, I don't watch it.
It's one of them sports that you'll never watch, but it'd be fun to play. I reckon you'd
Yeah.
low-key be really good at it.
Yeah.
You should play it. You should fill in sometime.
I
I reckon
really,
you'd be really good.
I really wanted to get Chook Westwood a citizenship in Slovenia and us try to make the World Cup
Yeah, that'd be sick.
back in the day, but obviously
That'd be pretty hard to get him.
Well,
citizenship.
I'll get him one? No,
Yeah.
not if he's fucking can get the nation into a World Cup for a sport.
You'd have to live there for a bit, eh? Or get a visa.
Mate, it's not fucking Sheffield. They give out fucking visas like it's nothing, mate.
Sure. Alright, random Black Friday sales.
Underrated as shit. It is underrated because like you could just wait the entire year till Black Friday and then get all your shit for half price.
If you do it like that, it's underrated.
Underrated, but yeah.
But people who buy a lot during the year and then use Black Friday to buy even more, like as an excuse, it's overrated.
Yeah, then it's overrated. But also a little bit overrated because the sales sometimes aren't even that good.
Yeah, it'll just say Black Friday.
Yeah.
And people are like, holy shit, I need to buy this. But yeah, that's over unders done.
Nice. Roll into some questions. If you have any questions, remember just DM us comments on the podcast and we'd love to help you. Question 1. As a mum with very minimal time and equipment, I have areas that I would love to look better. More sculpted, strong, less fat. Mostly in my legs and butt. What is the best way for me to accomplish this and stay consistent? I just want to strip back this question. I just want to read through it. So the first sentence, as a mum with very minimal time and equipment.
It's a shame she doesn't train at the gym.
Well, what I'm trying to say is the equipment part, throw that away. That doesn't matter. All you need to do is provide yourself with a stimulus to adapt to. So I'm sure as you're a mum, it sounds like you haven't been training much. So the equipment thing doesn't necessarily matter because all you need to do is provide your body with a stimulus, and I'm sure you can do that without equipment if you wanted to. Very minimal time is kind of the next asset of the question that you have to look at. So in terms of very minimal time, what I would be focusing on is pretty high intensity.
Yeah. 100% high intensity. So whenever you do exercise, just make sure it's push hard.
Yeah.
Wherever, and it doesn't mean like you have to do a whole session in one time. She obviously said she's got minimal time. So she might have to do like, break it up, do like
That's what I was about to say.
exercise like for 20 minutes. Maybe even like, she might do it in the morning and then do it at night.
Microdosing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I was literally just about to say. You have very minimal time. So let's say you don't have any more than a 20-minute window each day. Like that's the biggest amount of time you have to train. But you might have 3 12-minute windows, And you can just dedicate each 12-minute window to one important exercise, 3 sets of it. Next thing you know, over the space of the whole day, you've done 3 exercises with pretty max intent and drive, which would be the equivalent of doing like a 30-minute session, you know? So that's an important part that you just raised.
And like you said, just focusing, if you say you're only doing it for 20 minutes, just focusing, or whatever you're doing, one set, focus on just that movement. Because say if you're splitting it up, you don't really be too sore. So if you do like a squat in the morning, do like a hinge or do like an upper body exercise.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't want to do like a squat pattern in the morning and then in the afternoon a squat pattern and then in the evening a squat pattern. You would program it the exact same as if you were to do a session, but just divide it over 2 or 3 times during the day.
And then the next thing, obviously, because she said she wants to, pretty much she just wants to like get a little bit leaner, gain a bit more muscle. So you obviously come back to the food, she'll have to go to like a calorie maintenance with with good amounts of protein.
Yeah. So we've literally just broken it down with all the keywords here. You're a mum, very minimal time and equipment. You want to basically get more sculpted, strong and less fat, mostly in your legs and butts. So, like we said, you could either do because in a 20-minute session, if you did that once a day, that's still quite a lot. You could do 2, potentially 3 exercises.
Yeah, 100%.
With pretty good intent throughout the whole day. And it's actually quite a decent amount of load.
Yeah, and just focus on the quality over the quantity.
Yeah, and you don't have to do 3 sets of everything. Just make sure you're warmed up, and then even just 2 sets done at a relatively good intensity will provide you with the stimulus, because that's what we've been saying the whole time. You just need a stimulus to help your body adapt and become more sculpted, strong, less fat.
Yeah.
So those are just all the things you have to consider. Those things with training, and also calorie maintenance. Try not to overeat, but eat enough of the calories you need, like protein. And also, if you are really tired, don't be afraid to eat enough carbs.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's pretty broken down. And ways to stay consistent.
Choose exercises you enjoy.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That you want to progress with.
Yeah.
So whatever exercise you like doing, so that it keeps you coming back for it.
Yeah.
It's probably number 1 for me.
Yeah, because you need to want to train as well, especially because there are these short pockets of training. You need to really want to do it. So if you hate shoulder press, let's just say you have some sort of bar, then when it gets to that small window of opportunity where you want to train, you're going to be dreading it. Whereas if you really like, say, alternating lunges, then you'll actually be looking forward to it. And when it hits that time of the day where you can train, you get that small window of opportunity, you're actually going to want to do it.
Yeah. And also don't have too much expectations in yourself or like how much you have to be doing.
Yeah, like we said, you just got to make sure that that intensity is at a good enough level. And if you do somehow miss sessions or miss days, because you're a mum, obviously very busy life, looking after kids, it's a full-time job, don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't miss one session and then throw away the entire week. Just regroup and then just train as if you were training as per usual.
Yeah.
But if you do that, guaranteed you'll get the results.
100%.
Guaranteed for sure.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could almost train every day depending on the intensity, or like every second day would be fine. 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yeah.
That'd be heaps. Especially if it sounds like she hasn't been doing too much.
Yeah, especially because you haven't been doing that much. Anything will basically provide your body with a stimulus to adapt to. Question 2, what is the most rewarding part of being a PT?
Number 1, just getting people results. That'd probably be my one. Whatever results it is. Whether it's losing fat, gaining muscle strength, rehabbing them from an injury, or just like building confidence in them. And that could be like 2 ways. I've said that mindset, but then also like in a certain lift. Like come back from what we said before, like if they thought that deadlifts were bad or back shots were bad, and then progressing them in a way where they're confident. Especially, also another one is getting them to train on their own, and like teaching them so that they can go in their own way, and they know what they have to do. Probably my ones.
Yeah, mine would just be building confidence,
Yeah.
like irregardless of how it is, whether it's like basically just what you said, whether it's rehabbing them from an injury, making sure that they become comfortable with a lift that they were obviously scared of before, or them never being able to go to the gym alone and then they're going to the gym alone regularly, completely fine and loving it. Yeah, that's the most rewarding part, which is pretty broad.
Yeah, but it's what we do.
Yeah.
That's why people come to us.
Yeah. Question 3. What's the biggest mistake people make when they first start training? Probably just going too hard.
Yeah, going too hard like intensity wise, and then also training too much. Where they just go hard for 2 weeks and they like gym's their life. Like they're like telling everyone how much they love gym, and then they're just like, no, this is too much, and then they're like, just pull the pin straight away.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, when you start training, but when you learn what training actually does to your body, like, then that'll help you so much with kind of beginning your fitness journey in a responsible way. You just basically have to give your body a novel stimulus that it's not used to, and then let it rest enough so that it can adequately recover and adapt to that stimulus, right? So one thing you have to consider when you first start training is that you haven't been providing your body with any stimulus, any novel stimulus, which then obviously means any novel stimulus is going to provide your body with an adaptation.
Yeah.
So there's no need to overreach. The number one problem we get when we start training people is they say, oh, I want to go 6 days a week. And we're kind of like, you don't have to do that at all.
No.
In fact, it's going to be detrimental to the start of your fitness journey. All you have to do is the bare minimum, the minimum effective dose.
Yeah, and then just build on that.
Yeah, so like perfect start for somebody would be like 3 days a week, 30-minute sessions, because then you're providing your body with enough, stimulus to adapt to it, but then you're also having those recovery days between each one to help with that adaptation process essentially.
Yeah. And just make sure that your training's like fitting into your current life schedule. You're not changing what you do to fit into your training.
Yeah, make it enjoyable as well.
Yeah.
Make it enjoyable. Like, if it doesn't fit your lifestyle and you don't like it, it's going to be really hard to build the habit. Not saying you can't build it, you've got to have that dog in you and you'd be able to turn it into a habit fine. But like I said, you've got to have that dog in you. And if you don't, then you've got to make it as enjoyable and frictionless as possible for you to essentially do on a regular basis and turn it into a habit.
100%.
And also one final thing is don't think that you have to be doing anything and everything from the very start. Like we were just saying, you aren't used to anything. So just doing the basics for a long time will reap huge results.
Yeah. If you train once a week, you'd get results.
Or just doing doing the same exercises, the same 5 exercises.
Yeah.
For like 5 months will probably yield awesome results.
100%.
You don't need to do 6 weeks of training and then go, okay, I need brand new exercises because this isn't going to work anymore. It's going to work for ages. It's going to work for ages, and you just kind of got to stick to it and milk it as long as you can, pretty much.
100%.
And then the longer you train, like 10 years into your training, you'll be doing the same shit fucking for 2 months probably.
Yeah.
And you'll just love it. You get to a point where you're like, this stuff works. And so you're just rinsing the shit out of that stuff as much as possible because you're reaping rewards from it. Yeah, because that's a problem I fall into as a PT. I try to make stuff like pretty novel for people. So
Because you feel like, oh, this is so basic sometimes.
yeah, and you're like, oh, I need to change it up. I need to mix it. But then in reality, you think about your fitness journey and the monotony in it. but you got to learn to like embrace and love the monotony, and then eventually at the end you actually do love it, and you just stick true to it.
Keeps you coming
because
back.
you get the results. But those are definitely the main issues we see with people when they start training, or biggest mistakes.
Yeah.
The best thing you could do, go to the gym 2 to 3 times a week, choose like a leg exercise, a push, a pull, and,
Yeah, just think of
a
the
press.
4.
And just choose good exercises, like the ones that have always worked forever. A squat, a lat pull down, a dumbbell chest press, lateral raises, and just rinse it. And the results might not come straight away, but they'll come over time. I got a client that's been coming twice a week. We just hit 6 months, and she just literally trusted the process. And now at the 6 month mark, like she's getting strong as shit.
That's it.
And actually building some legit muscle as a 50, 60-year-old woman.
Yeah, that's it.
And it took, like, she could have easily quit at the start or tried to change the program, but she was like, nah, I just trust the process, whatever. And she is reaping the rewards now, like 5 to 6 months later.
Exactly. Look at powerlifters, like, all their training is just around 3 lifts. Squat, bench, dead. And they get results, like, after doing the same thing after years and years.
Yeah, you really got to love it. Yeah, so figure out ways to love it or learn to love it.
Yeah. Just choose exercises you enjoy and that you want to progress with. I think that's the easiest way to do it too.
That's it. Hope you enjoyed podcast, whatever it is. Don't know what it was.
Might be almost 30.
Yeah, it might be 30. We didn't do a 20, so I don't know. If you liked it, just remember this podcast is powered by SJ's community. Online programming, access to us and a community of like-minded people. If you're local, we run events, group training, stuff like that. Also got the $300 and super secret mysterious Christmas hamper competition going right now that you can still enter. It's less than $1 a day. What are you waiting for?
Jump in.
Yeah.
We also still have some shirts available, so
Yeah,
if anyone listening wants to buy a shirt, let us know.
If anyone is listening and you want a shirt,
Still by the very end.
go on. Thanks, pleasure, absolute
Thanks.
pleasure.